Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli inside the Tesla. In the garage, it is snowing and raining and schmutz outside. So I want to do a little update for the Tesla cost, how much it cost me to buy this car, to insure it, to drive it, electricity on that. Now, there are some numbers that are undisputable, and there are some numbers that it's hard to pinpoint, and these are my numbers. And your numbers may be different. This car has driven already 10,912. Let's call it 11,000. Who is counting? So it's a good time to see what is the cost of this car. And these are, like I said in a minute, hard number and some estimated numbers because it's different and it will be different for you. So here is what is for sure. For sure, I drove this car 10,912 miles. I took it onto 2 trips to Maryland, which are 450 round trip each one. So 900 miles of this 10,912 were on a long trip. Why is it important? Because I supercharged, and then I drove it 3,086 miles to Florida back and forth, all on superchargers. Why is that important? Because all the supercharging that I did are free for me, because I have the 6 months free. So in reality, I drove this car 6,926 miles, charging it in my garage. Okay. Having said that, this car this car consumed. Let me tell you, here it is. This car consumed 3,215 kilowatt hours altogether. So even if I paid all these electricity bills, which I paid exactly 10 cents. I have flat rate, 10 cents per kilowatt. This would cost me estimated $321. Now, if you want to take out the almost 4,000 miles that I drove on superchargers, then I can say to you that I drove this car for, like I said, 6,926 miles. So it will be just an estimate. So I'm going to be generous and said I paid $250 for electricity for this car. Now, what did I own before? Way before the Leaf and the Volt that I had, I owned a a Ford Explorer, gas guzzler Ford Explorer, that used to take 18 miles per gallon. And prices at that time were high. So they were like $3.50 a gallon estimate. Now it's about $2.50. So I'm not going to do $3.50 and I'm not going to do $2.50. I'm going to do, I'm going to do 18 miles per gallon. I'm going to do like 25 miles per gallon on an average for $2.50. So I'm being very generous. I know I'm complicating you. So my estimated, and I'm not going to go into the calculation how I did it. It's about, if I drove all of these 10,912 miles, because there's no supercharging in gasoline cars, if I drove all those miles, I would have paid a little over $1,000. So my savings in gas for this almost 11,000 miles would be, if I drove those cars, would be about $750. All right. So now, what else can I tell you? This car cost $55,000. Minus $7,500 in the federal tax, because I bought it last year. There is no sales tax in New Jersey for electric cars, no sales cars. So that would bring the price down to $47,500. I pay around $120 a month for insurance. Again, insurance has to do with age, driving record, state, region, you name it. There are so many variables. So this is what I pay. So I would pay $1,440 a year on insurance. Now I decide, even though I had an electric charger and I used to use the adapter, but it's like a 16 amp, so I decided to bring my electrician to put a 240 socket just for the charger that came with this car. I'll show you a picture. And I installed that, and he had to go over the other side of the garage, so that cost me $500. It's a one-time deal, because now I can charge the car on 32 amp, which is much faster. So altogether, the car the cost of the car minus the federal tax, the cost of the annual insurance, and the one-time charging come up to $40,000, $440 altogether. So that's how much this cost me. Okay. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this car. I say forever, but you never know what is going to happen tomorrow. Now, I can tell you also one thing, that the electricity that comes from the wall into the car, not all of it gets in. There are a lot of calculations that are very complicated. So I predict 80 to 85% comes in. So that's why I did $250 for the actual miles that I charged the car, not the supercharging miles that I didn't pay for. And those are significant. I had almost 4,000 miles of supercharging of trips that I did. So these are basically my numbers. They are my numbers. What are your numbers? Can we compare between state and state? I know that states that don't have free, no sales tax, a car like this can cost you $3,500 just in taxes, in sales taxes. So that could be significantly different. All right. So and other states give you, more rebates, $2,500. So these are my numbers. These are my costs. This is what I want to share with you, and we'll continue to do that every 10 or 12,000 miles. Continue to share those numbers. All right, guys. Thank you. Share with me your numbers. If I missed something, that would be great. Now, I didn't talk about tires. I didn't talk about wear and tear. Services, I have not done service yet. So, like I said, it's good to do it every 10, 12,000 miles. So now we'll know what it is. Okay, guys, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I didn't bore you to death. But if you made it so far, don't forget to subscribe. Help me change the world one electric car at a time. And please support this channel by becoming a Patreon. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video.